Hello everyone, I'm recreational poker player and author of the poker book, The Basics of Small Stakes No Limit Hold'em. I have a very interesting video for you today that I'd like to share. Playing pocket aces, under the gun +1. Should you just limp and hope for an open, or should you lead out? Let's roll some footage and then I'll give my analysis and see what happens.
Somebody asked the phone policy that I missed earlier. I'm sorry. This is still a normal cash game, guys. So in any other cash game in the room, or any room for that matter, you would be expected to be allowed to use your phone unless you're in a hand. So if you obviously are in a hand, you are not supposed to be on the phone. You cannot watch the stream while you're on the table. But this is still a cash game, even though we're live streaming. It's still a regular old cash game. This isn't a tournament. We prefer you not to use the phone, obviously, but it's not really something we can regulate that hard. If we
Jeremy got what he wanted.
it would have to be a room cash-wide regulation.
He's going to limp the aces, hoping that one of the aggressive players on the table raises.
Man,
he gets what he wants.
we saw Paul get absolutely murked the other day with doing that strategy. He
sure
kept
did.
trying to limp, and it was the Wednesday night stream where nobody was opening, and he kept everybody would flat his limp, and they'd go 6 ways,
And he got
limp
torn
pot
up.
with aces and kings, and he would get torn up by 8-6 offsuit. And he said, I'm trying to do the limp raise, and no one's raising me. And Jeremy gets exactly what he wanted here, and puts in the 3-bet here to 100.
Like, to me, limping with aces is just so dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
But I will say Jeremy realized the players at the table he's on. Caleb's good action.
Sure.
Chad's good action.
That
Bill's
is-
good
yeah,
action.
it's just it's more of a player read. You say, like we were saying, Paul was doing it the other night, and at some point I said, you got to give that up. I mean, it's not happening here with these players. You got to switch strategies up. Jeremy has been looking around and noticing that these opens are large, and people are making looser calls pre-flop, and thought the limp raise might work, and it did. And Chad is not going away yet, Donnie, and makes the call with ace-6 suited for a hunch.
He's in bad shape pre.
Bad shape.
That could all change on the
He
flop.
needs clubs bad, Donnie. And gets none of them.
Nope. Continuation bet here.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jeremy wants to trap with aces, I don't think that's the time now. You know?
Yeah, and Jeremy didn't even have his stack in the middle yet before Chad folded there, so.
Wow, very interesting hand. The commentators, Jordan Spina and Adonis Lane, nailed it. Whenever you're at a very aggressive table like this, there was only 2 limp pots, and we was over an hour into the stream. And so I took the limp to repop it if there was an opening, calculating that most likely it was going to be an opening in that hand. So let's go back through the hand, and I will mute the commentators and see what happens. Alright, here I'm dealt under the gun +1. I got pocket aces. I decided to flat to a very aggressive table to see what action comes behind. I'd rather take a chance on an opening and get more money, dead money into the pot, than to raise it and only potentially taking down the $4 from the blinds. I got exactly what I needed from Chad in the 1 seat to make it 35. And everybody folding. Caleb thinks about it for a second. And he gives it up. It comes back to me. I always hesitate, knowing I was going to repop it before I make my move. And here comes in the 3-bet to 100. Which costs Chad $65 more. If he folds, that's fine. I still got dead money in the pot, a lot more than what I would have had if I would have opened. And typically my opening would be $50 with the pocket aces to only get premiums to come in. And so by doing this, Chad's thinking, and then he decides with ace-6 suited it's good enough for $65 more and makes the call. So now I got an additional $100 out of Caleb in the pot. I got more dead money, what I wanted. There's no reason to slow roll it. Either hit or miss. He could have over pocket pairs. It was time to see. I make almost a pot size bet of 200. And when you're playing up against the table, you got to know how loose or how tight they are playing to make your decisions, especially under the gun +1. There are different ways to play the aces, but within doubt, lead it out. I hope you like this video. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification for more upcoming videos. Thank you.